Hi everyone, this is Penny from Silver Sun Astrology. I'm the one talking. My dog here is the one chewing on this bone thing that I got for her. We adopted her from the SPCA and we've had her for 2 or 3 weeks now. She is about 6 months old and she is a pit bull mastiff mix. So when we got her, they told us they had an estimation of what her birthday was, but they didn't 100% know for sure when she was born. So I did a meditation of my own in order to get more information on that. I know when we do birth chart rectifications for people, there's like a very elaborate process that we go through. And I first and foremost leave the authority in the hands of ancestors and other spirits who were there for the birth and who took note of it, because I figure there's someone out there who ultimately knows and knows for sure. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about dog astrology and how your dog's planetary placements affect their personality. For the most part, it's very similar to how astrology affects us humans, but I figured I'd give it like a little bit of a doggy twist. So the sun sign is going to explain a good portion of the dog's behaviors most of the time, but the moon sign is the side of us and the side of our dogs here that comes out in times of trouble, times that have been traumatic for us, times when we are struggling with depression, heartbreak, anxiety, those types of things. And of course, depression and anxiety can make us act different than our normal personality as well. But the moon sign is the side of you that comes out in difficult times. So if you adopted a dog like I did, and that dog had a rough past, and they're still having a trauma response to what they went through in their past, there's a good chance that you're going to see more of their moon sign personality than their sun sign personality. So the sun is the ego, and it's also the self-esteem, the willpower, the life force. It's basically what keeps us going, what gives us the motivation to wake up in the morning, and what makes us feel good about ourselves and our actions. Any dog that has an air sun sign, that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they're going to be more people-oriented. You are likely going to see them wanting to interact with other people, other dogs, maybe even other cats or whatever other animals you have around your house. And that is basically how they're going to get their fuel and their motivation and their reinforcement. So that's important to know when you are training your dog, or basically when you want to get your dog to do just about anything. You can see her coloration now more that she got closer. Isn't she pretty? So in terms of how playful the dog is, that is mostly determined by the Mars sign. And if they, for instance, have Mars in Gemini, you might see them being like really playful, like in an innocent way 1 minute, and then it might seem like they all of a sudden take it too far and like, oh my gosh, that was out of character. What the heck just happened? I swear my dog's not like that. But if you have a dog with, let's say, Mars and Aries, they will probably be really kind of competitive and stuff, and all that. The fire signs, for the most part, are going to be the more athletic dogs. I imagine Mars in Leo dogs probably really, really like sports. Coco here has her Mars sign in Sagittarius. So even though she is, laid back most of the time, she is definitely athletic and definitely serious about playing. And it's funny because Sagittarius is the centaur, half human, half horse. And Coco here kind of runs like a horse. Some people say she runs more like a baby giraffe, but she also runs very, very fast. She can be a speedy dog. And I was very pleased to see that she can hold her own, even though she is so submissive. So in terms of, figuring out why your dog is submissive or why they have a more dominant personality type, I think most of the more dominant dogs are going to be either Aries, Libra, Cancer, believe it or not, or Capricorn dogs. And then the more submissive dogs are likely to be any of the other signs, especially if they have Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or even Sagittarius placements. And if they have heavy Venus in their chart, they might be more motivated to like really try to get other people to like them. Whereas, you know, I think the dominant and the alpha personality type tends to be more of that. I don't care whether or not you like me. I'm going to do my thing regardless of what exactly you are doing. So Venus sign, when it comes to dogs, that is going to have a lot to do with, you know, how cuddly they are, how friendly they are, maybe even how outgoing they are. I have a bit of a working theory that Venus might also be how protective we are of our loved ones, but I really don't have enough information on that yet to be able to draw a conclusion. So if you want to post a comment below sharing your Venus sign, maybe your dog's Venus sign, and give an example of how protective you are of your loved ones, that would be great. Coco was born during Venus retrograde. So basically, no matter when she was born, in the time frame she could have been born in, her Venus would be retrograde in Capricorn. And she is definitely protective. She doesn't want to think anyone's going to mess with her loved ones at all. I know my husband and I both have Venus and Virgo, and we're very protective as well. So some of it's kind of like counterintuitive there, and that's why I'm saying I need more information on it, and I haven't really drawn a conclusion on that. Coco's moon sign is in Virgo. I know I can't say that with 100% certainty, but I was able to do a meditation where I had a vision of the day she was born, and there was a little bit of snowfall on that day. And I pulled up the weather reports for the month of January where I live, and there was only one day in January where it snowed a little bit. So by deductive reasoning, I think it's safe to assume that she was born on that day, and she has her moon sign in Virgo. Which also makes sense because she is a very gentle dog, and she's very helpful as well. So Moon and Virgo people tend to be kind of task-oriented. They want to be able to give advice. They want to be able to stay busy with crafting, building things, you know, basically creating things to be the way that they want them. And Coco here has actually helped me garden a few times already. She's pulled some weeds up and she dug a hole in an area where I needed to plant something. But yeah, thanks for watching.